The two parts in order. We talked about Islamophobia, we talked about Black Lives Matter. When it comes to Islamophobia and Donald Trump's despicable statements and targeting of Muslims in his campaign, I bring the perspective of someone who has engaged at a human level with those who he is most pointedly targeting. On the ground as an infantryman in Fallujah, I came to have enormous admiration for the citizens of Fallujah. By the time I was there, their city had been turned into a moonscape. They were trying every day to reclaim power over their lives. And so you would see people out every day with hammers, repairing their storefronts, repairing their homes. A firefight would break out. They would run for cover. If that happened here, we would be inside for weeks. 15 minutes later, they would come back out and they were resiliently reclaiming their lives. For people to reach the point of desperation out of a situation that we have unleashed in that region. I have a 6-year-old daughter. To reach the point where they would put little children in flimsy crafts and push off to the far sea. For this country not only to turn a cold shoulder, but to scapegoat those people is outrageous, beyond outrageous. So when I announced my candidacy, it was at the height of the controversy over Syrian refugees, and Donald Trump had proposed his Muslim ban. So what I said when I announced was, not only should the president stand the line, not only should he continue to welcome 10,000 refugees into this country, he should do what the refugee organizations have been saying to us we need to do that we are not doing, which is to do our part, we need to take in 100,000. Boy, I got grief from that, but I'll tell you, I'm glad that I did do that, because that's the right thing to do. Not only for our values, because we are a country of immigrants, but for our security. We are destabilizing regional allies. We are seeing people spending months, it'll become years, in refugee camps, which is the #1 place where radicalization is likely to take place. So we are being foolish and we are being immoral. When it comes to Black Lives Matter, I bring the perspective of somebody who can look a police officer in the face and say, yes, you do. You have a very tough job. The things that keep me up at night about my time in Iraq were decisions that you had to make in a split second. And what keeps me anxious is watching in my mind the way our platoon reacted when we started to take casualties from people who approached our convoys, approached us, and we thought they were civilians, and it turned out they were targeting us. So I know it's a tough job, but it's a public service job. And thank goodness for the cameras, because I will be somebody who will look police officers in the eye and say it's a tough job, but there is justice and there are standards, as there is in the military. And we need to do better when it comes to training, when it comes to selection, and ultimately when it comes to accountability. And that's where public officials have a role as well, to call out misconduct for what it is. Thank you.